Sp4zie and plenty.
Hello YouTube, Sp4zie coming right at you with another champion preview. Today we're taking a look at the new reworked Taric, so fabulous and so nice. And before we start, I just want to say thank you so much, friends, for the amazing response on yesterday's video, the montage that I spent so many hours on. If you haven't yet seen that, there's going to be an annotation at the end of the video that you can click. But let's take a look at the new Taric. Now, he's been announced for a day already. I'm sorry I can't bring these videos out to you guys faster. But like always, I hope that I'll be able to compensate with tons of clarity and a little bit more of a polish to the video. So let's begin. Starting with the passive, it's called Bravado, and each time Taric casts a spell, his next two basic attacks will deal bonus damage based on his armor, so you still want to build armor on this guy. These two auto attacks will be hitting in a quick succession, and they will also reduce the cooldown on your spells by 1 second. Now, a common thing that I've seen is that people think that his auto attacks reduces the cooldown. No, it's just the empowered one, so when you cast a spell, those two auto attacks afterwards will reduce the cooldown with 1 second each. Moving on to the Q. It is still a heal. It is called Starlight's Touch, and it kind of feels a little bit more like a Sona heal because it heals Taric and all the champions in the area around him. This heal has a recharge system where if you don't use it, it will build up to 3 stacks, and when you finally use it, it will heal for more for each stack you have. And the empowered auto attacks from your passive will indeed reduce the time of which you gain new stacks. So if you're in there dealing damage using your passive, you are going to be able to heal for more frequently. I'll wait with explaining his W until you've heard about his other abilities, so let's move on to the E. It is still a stun, hooray. But now it's sort of like a beam. It deals magic damage and it scales off of your armor again, which is nice. It has a 1 second cast time, but you can move while casting it, so it definitely has like a unique feel to it. Also, it really helps because you want to get in there and use your empowered auto attacks after you've landed the stun. This way you can cast it whilst moving towards your target. The ultimate is called Cosmic Radiance, and when you look at it at a first glance, you'll be like, wait, is this just another Bard ultimate or what am I missing? But let me explain how they are different. So when you cast this, after 2.5 seconds, you and all the allies around you in this circle will become invulnerable. And to make this really simple, just think of it as a Kale ultimate in AoE form. You can still move around, you can still be CC'd, but you cannot take any damage. So those are the basic abilities, and they're pretty straightforward to be honest, but let's make it interesting with a W, Bastion. So firstly, putting points in W will passively increase your armor. Secondly, when you cast this on an ally or yourself, you will grant a shield that is based on the target's max health, which means that it'll be a better shield on tanks and high HP targets. But here's the really interesting part. Taric's spells will also be cast from the ally you have used this ability on. And this effect will stay on your ally until you've used your W on someone else. So now when you heal, there will be a circle around you and your ally. Same with the ultimate. The area people get invulnerable in is now around 2 people. And of course, the same with your E, your stun. But it's very important to note now, before you all go like super crazy, that the damage and the healing done will never stack. Let's say you hit an enemy with 2 stuns, it's not going to deal more damage, but it'll be a wider area that people get stunned in, so it's still good. Also very important, there is a max range where this will be active, and it is a little longer than the actual cast range of this W. There'll be a little animation when you're in range and when you're out of range, so you sort of know if you can help an ally that is trying to run away by using a stun or your ultimate or whatever. But it's kind of cool. It feels a little bit, you know, Callista inspired. You can make plays, you can save people from a distance. It's kind of, yeah, I like it. It's kind of neat. Some final thoughts. Well, first off, I love that they've embraced everything Taric-y. The fact that we now have a male champion that is super hot and he knows he's super hot and he runs around being super hot. I feel like in a lot of games we're lacking that, you know, type of character, so I really like that. In terms of his abilities, I feel like he's going to be really strong but really matchup dependent. He can make some sick trades and scale extremely well if you need the armor, but let's say you're up against a lot of magic damage dealers. I mean, for instance, a Hell Lane bottom would be like Corki and Morgana, because Morgana will just spell shield your stun and punish you for going in melee range, and Corki will just not allow you to build up that armor that you want for your abilities. But overall, I don't really mind that. I think it's smart to design champions with strong potentials but also really strong weaknesses. Can't wait to see this guy being played more in my games. I hope you guys enjoyed this little preview. I hope it gave you some clear insight into what this champion is going to be. If you did enjoy it, feel free to hit that like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I release 3 videos a week, and I'll see you in the next one. This has been Sp4zie, and I'm out.